What can I tell you about Sinclair Harding? Well, we're based in Yorkshire and we make clocks. I believe that we're fairly unique in the clockmaking business because over the years we've strived to, or we've worked towards being able to manufacture pretty much every part that goes into each of our clocks. We're very much a family business, so I have quite a few members of my family, which has its plus points, but it also has its minus points. It's quite a big responsibility. And what we're making here now, these are the little collets to take the wheels. Yeah. In our workshop we have 3 machining centres, CNC machining centres. So we do the majority of the plates, the wheels. Our philosophy with the machines is not to run them at their full capacity. And we run them slow because we want the cycle times to be higher so the men have time to work on other machines or to prepare for the next job. So Ben's just this morning, he programmed the machine.
Yeah.
These are the indexing parts, yeah. We're quite proud of our technology. We're quite proud. We use 3D SolidWorks. We produce engineering drawings. We have very tight issue control on all the drawings, so we know exactly what goes into each clock. These are the indexing arms, okay? And that fits. But we're also very proud of the fact that we use a lot of traditional clockmaking processes, and one of them is the manufacture of the fusee chains. Originally, the manufacture of this particular fusee chain was developed by a gentleman that used to work with the founder of the company, Mike Harding. The chains we manufacture all the parts. The pins are made on a CNC lathe, but we stamp each link out on a manual press. Some of the links are hardened and tempered, and then Haley works for me 2.5 days a week, and she comes in and she puts the chains together, which is quite an operation. But we love the old processes associated with clockmaking. Yeah. And I mean, this is probably 300 years old technology, and I'm pleased that we can keep it going.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, polishing is the most time-consuming part of the process. The chain making is time-consuming, but I'm afraid there's not a lot we can do about it. Once the clock's finished, it gives the clock a character, a soul, if you like. I see clocks, particularly at exhibitions. I see other clocks, and I can see that they're machine finished, and for me they're dead. They're well engineered, but they haven't got. Our clocks have got something. I don't know what it is, but I think it's the finishing, the hand finishing. Every crossing, every screw is hand finished, and I think it shows in the final clock. We have here. This is the main movement, which is in the base housing, and it's a bit unusual in that everything's mounted vertical, and we've got to come from here right the way up to about here with all the mechanisms. My first reaction was, how on earth are we going to get this to work? That was, and as soon as it was only a short conversation, as I remember it, but as soon as you'd gone, it was sort of clicking over in my mind, how are we going to do this? And this is the main shaft where all the cams will be mounted on. And in actual fact, I forgot to order them. So it's good to have a friend. So and where I used to work, this is where I used to work.
Okay.
And so I rang my friend up. I hope he doesn't hear it, but he managed to sort me out a small length of shafting just to do this particular part. So I'm ever so grateful for him. I'm an engineer, and I don't claim to be an artist. And aesthetics are the most difficult part of the design process for me. When I first met Jorg at Baselworld, I said to my family, and I said, this is an opportunity. We've got to have a go at this because it's a learning opportunity for us. And I think it will move us up another step.
We have to assembling to really make the final decision.
Yeah.
When it's on the back, I think can be, but I don't will say okay now.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
It has been difficult, but it's been, I think the end result, hopefully, will be worth all the hard work.